This is a 2015 BMW 650i convertible xDrive. I'm doing the CV axles. I've already repaired the one on the passenger side. This goes for both sides when doing this repair. Caliper was removed and bracket together. The lines for the, I'm guessing this is the brake pad wear sensor was removed. You can leave this one on for the speed sensor. That's not in your way. Just remove the upper control arm bolt. To get the axle out, you will need to remove this lower strut bolt and the whole strut assembly itself. This cable right here goes that way. It connects right there in this little box right here to your left. That's the connector for it. This connector up here is for the brake pad wear sensor. That goes into this box up here. To get back to it, that is where the axle is housed back there. Like I said, it cannot fit through there, so you will need to remove. Do not try to put too much pressure on this lower arm. Just go ahead and remove this strut. Literally, just 1, 2, 3. You come back down here. You remove the upper sway bar bolt. You will need a T40 Torx to hold in the center and an 18mm for this. On the bottom for this bolt, you will need an 18mm on the head, and on the nut is a 21mm. On this one, it is I believe it is a E-Torx 14. If this thing will focus. A E-Torx 14, this is what that looks like. You can pick this set up anywhere. It is an E14 on the head of the bolt. And on the nut, it is a 14mm to remove this upper control arm bolt. It is just a slide pin. You will have to hit this a little bit because it does get corroded, as you can see in there. Make sure you clean the corrosion out, put anti-seize on it when you're reassembling. Like I said, with this axle was shot. But that's pretty much it. Reassembly is the complete opposite. Just make sure you clean all your grease up and everything. And as you're putting it back together, make sure this goes over and around, and make sure this loops back around this when you're done. It doesn't really matter because you can disconnect it up there, but just so everything goes back as it once was and it lines back up in here. That's that. On the other side, the axle is way longer. That's why you have to remove that on this side, but both sides are really the same. You can't really get that much space to remove the axle, so just remove the strut one time. But that's pretty much it. This is a pretty simple job. It's really pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's it. If you have any more questions, give me a holler. I couldn't find any other information on this, so this is first time, But you all have a nice day. You also do need to remove the underbody plate because you will not be able to hit these axles out without the underbody plate. To get to the axles, I use the pry bar. And a hammer. Simply hit it, no problems. This is all the space you will have to get to that axle, right through there. On the other side, it's even worse. You don't have that much space at all to hit that axle. That's the brand new axle on the passenger side that was put in. But that axle goes from there all the way almost, I believe it touches almost the other axle. That's how long it is. If you look at that distance, that's how long the other axle is. But that's enough of my rambling. I also need to pull the transmission because I have a rear coolant plate leak. So that'll be a next video, if there isn't already a video on that already. But that's about it. Like I said, all of that you will have to. When it comes to the actual body cover, remove one side of that bar. It goes from there all the way to the actual the side skirt. It's under the cover. Just remove one side and you'll be able to slide it out. You won't have to remove this other side because you can slide it out of there. But that's about it. Thank you. You all have a nice day.